now because I found that they really do have meaningful things that they can show you. They help the teachers plan and adjust your instruction. If you give out an exit slip and they totally have no idea, they totally miss the whole thing, then you know next day you're going to have to come back, you're going to have to reteach everything again, present it differently or something. And then you're able to figure out, well, this student was, especially on the surface area, my kids got surface area just fine. But when we went to find the actual answer, they added incorrectly. They knew the concept, but they just made a stupid mistake, and that was an easy fix. So I didn't need to go back and do the whole thing again because it was just a silly mistake. So I actually do like exit slips now. So here's an example of one of the surface area exit slips. And this is a very bright student. Her work is nice and neat and organized. She even broken down triangle 1, triangle 2. She even wrote out, I call them beefy sentences. That's something that I worked with the students on this year. Was having them write more and explain their answers, because obviously everybody up here has mentioned they hate to write, and I totally get that, but I want to make sure that they always write a good sentence explaining their answer. And this is a very good example. And I could use this example like the following day. We would go over the exit slip, and I could pop this up and say, hey, this is the type of response I'm looking for, and these are the things I would like to see on yours. How does yours compare to that? So exit slips can be used not only to see if they got it, they can be used as good classroom examples. And then here is 2 of the exact same exit slips that I put on the same page. Both of these are correct. They're both great. But one's a little bit better than the other. Again, it was the same student. I wanted to point out how she explains her answers using, she almost used several sentences there. And she was even more specific. She said composite and prime. She wrote them out to the side. That way, maybe if a student is having trouble and they see this, maybe from now on I need to do that. If it's composite, I need to write that out before I even start the problem. One student, she also did really, really well, but I can tell the difference between the 2. So I wanted to make sure I pointed out to the students, this is a great response, and this is a way to make it a little bit better, just to explain it a little more. So I really like the exit slips, and I can use them. I can work out the problems, or I can pop up some examples and show those. So these are really good examples.